In BC's urban centres, single-room occupancy hotels, or SROs, are one of the only affordable housing options available. Many are privately owned, in rough shape, and in danger of being lost altogether. Investing in SROs as part of a spectrum of housing options can help us solve the homelessness crisis. This is part 4 of a 6-part series exploring solutions to the homelessness crisis in BC, funded in partnership through Megaphone donors and the Thais Housing Fix project. Recently in Los Angeles, policymakers cut funding for transitional housing to pay for new investments in permanent housing. While overall homeless numbers didn't go up, LA's unsheltered population rose by 1,400 people. LA's experience and other research shows the loss of any type of shelter or housing type, emergency beds, single-room occupancy hotels, transitional, supportive, or permanent housing, can lead to increased street homelessness. If governments fund permanent housing by cutting transitional housing, they give with one hand and take away with the other, and we end up worse off. In Vancouver, rapid gentrification is putting SROs, one of the few remaining affordable housing options, at risk. In recent years, rent-evictions, landlords evicting low-income tenants to make a few repairs and rent at a higher price, are on the rise, and SRO rents have spiked far beyond what someone living on a welfare or pension check can afford. We're losing this important segment of affordable housing stock, but we have the tools to stop it. While the city has made some limited moves to monitor SROs, enforce bylaws around proper maintenance, and slow down rent-evictions, their efforts haven't paid off. Other cities like San Francisco have taken bolder actions, and they've seen results. San Francisco has bought or leased 500 SRO hotels, which it contracts nonprofits to manage. In 2014-15, the city also levied $335,000 in US in fees and penalties for when rules are broken by landlords. That income then funds tenant rights, education, and organizing. And if a tenant lodges a complaint against a landlord in the city, it's posted online. These measures maintain desperately needed affordable housing stock while investing in renters' empowerment. There are lessons here for BC. Critics urge the City of Vancouver to give its SRO preservation efforts some teeth. The city could impose nonprofit management on SRO hotels with poor track records on maintenance, and require SRO hotel owners to rent units at the welfare rate to be eligible for incentives like renovation subsidies. Beyond that, the province needs to provide effective rent control and raise welfare and disability benefits. From emergency shelter to welfare rate rentals and options in between, we need coordinated investment across the affordable housing spectrum. We can start by listening to people who are homeless and in precarious housing, and preserving what SRO stock we've got. We know the tools needed to do it. Let's invest in solutions that work.